Hey everybody, it's Stacey and Todd. It's been a while since we've done a video with the two of us in it. Todd is under the weather, so he's a little annoyed that I'm filming him right now. We've been busy flipping houses, and it takes a lot of manual labor. For those of you who think that flipping houses is sexy, child, please. There's a lot of landscaping and carpentry and laying carpet, all the behind the scenes stuff that, they try to make it look like it takes only like 13 minutes on TV shows. Lies. Anyway, long story short, we're tired, but we wanted to talk about how we've been feeling given the never ending news cycle of bad news related to race relations in America and the world. As you can see, the world is leaning into a more white nationalist, populist kind of mentality in governments, not only ours, but across the globe. And that means yours truly is really going in on culture and community. I don't know if you follow me there. I am culture and community on Instagram, but yeah, talking about some heavy shit, some heavy topics because, they need to be talked about. So, that being said, I've been feeling like I'm married to a white man. I am in a white family as a Black person. Sometimes I feel like I have imposter syndrome, right? Like, should I even be talking about this given that my life is fairly decent? Do I have the room? Am I virtue signaling? I question myself sometimes, but the heart is there, so I don't sit too long in those questions. But Toddy, I know you listen to what I'm saying sometimes, these videos that I'm making, and I wanted to ask you, how does it make you feel when you see me and hear me like really talking about like white American history, Black American history, the African slave trade, all that stuff? Does it make you feel like I'm militant or uncomfortable?
That stuff doesn't make me feel like you're militant.
What does then?
Yeah. Which episode is this?
No.
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 No. A lot of what you bring to a conversation to me is sort of education to me.
Yeah.
So I like hearing it.
But do you take any of it personally?
No.
No.
No. I have compassion.
Yeah.
I think what you started to say, and I won't be able to remember exactly what you said at the beginning of this, you were talking about feeling like, do you have the right to feel a particular way, or you have this imposter syndrome feeling. I'm not sure about. I understand what you're saying, and I can appreciate that, but I think somebody can have a good life and still be compassionate or disturbed or feel like inequities or understand inequities that around them.
Yeah.
And appreciate that. I don't think. I mean, you're gonna feel how you're gonna feel. You can have guilt. I have guilt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What am I saying? What are we talking about?
We think Toddy's coming down with the flu, which means
No.
I probably have it now.
I don't think so.
That was a good answer, babe. I think I was just asking, like, because sometimes I really go in. Some of these videos take multiple takes, and I'm talking about facts that are just facts. They're not like just personal feelings, and they sound horrible because they are horrible. And I've been accused of playing the victim, virtue signaling, which is where you try to make yourself feel better by pointing out these things, right? But you're actually not really doing anything about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I do feel that way sometimes, where you feel helpless, but you also feel guilty because yeah, you feel a particular way. I'm okay. I've never had to worry about like when am I going to have my next meal, or
Mm-hmm.
being stopped by the police, or any of that stuff. I've been very fortunate.
Yeah.
I know this. I have more, but I'm losing myself. I'm
I
losing my
get what you're
track of.
saying. I get what you're saying. I think for me, I can't take it on what other people think about what I'm
Oh, that's what
doing.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
I can't
Hmm.
take that on because otherwise you're going to feel like you shouldn't even be trying because you don't want to give anybody the wrong impression, you know? And
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's some fear behind speaking up,
yeah.
but there's also like where you feel like you're not doing anything. When I said you feel I feel helpless sometimes because I don't know what to do. And yeah, you can run for office. I don't know if I'd ever be able to get elected with social media these days.
Well, I'm on steering committees. I'm volunteering for all these things in my town because I do think lip service is lip service, and you've got
Mm.
to stand up and actually take action. So I'm trying to do that too. But listeners, watchers, those of you who are in multicultural relationships, bicultural, biracial relationships, how do you handle some of your feelings? Like, there's some bad stuff happening in the world, and you can be as politically divided as you want to. That's not what this is about. It's about understanding somebody else's perspective that you might love or being in a relationship with. So, how do you talk about it? And how do you like be honest and be real? Share your comments with us. It does affect us because you can see we're like a little bit down in the mouth. I joke about the flu and we're not really sure, but we're living life, trying to be happy and be good parents while, taking on this home flipping thing and living in the world. All of us are. We're all going through this together. So we would love to hear your experience. And please don't leave any hate bombs in my comments. I don't care. I don't care if you don't like what I'm doing or what we're doing.
I apologize for my incoherency.
You don't have to be here if you don't want to listen to what we
Mm.
have to say, is all I have to say. We'll try to be better next time when we're both more awake. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button.